set and ready to roll. It's going to be Reeve Simmons in the middle taking on Flynn Riley. And here we go. Riley wins the first tap down, but to the advantage of Jack Howe, who puts in a bit of an up and under. Harvey Hooper waited for it at the back. Now it comes his way, and he's just going to slap it forward to Bell's advantage. Inside 50, the Giants with an early look. That kick was towards Burks. It was fisted well. The Carlton defender was Harry Charlson. His kick smothered now, and Carlton will work it off their own goal square through Sard, who got that off the inside of the boot. It will be turned over to Harry Oliver. Giants go back inside 50 now. Space in the pocket. Perfect kick from Oliver. Right to the advantage of Hugo Burks, the 21-year-old Sydney product out of the UNSW Eastern Sydney Bulldogs. And he'll take the first look in what has been a bit of a breakout season for young Burks. A great opportunity to get the home side off to a good start here. In he comes from a tight angle, opting for the punt. Opting well. Giants on the board first. Hugo Burks with the opener for GWS. So one straight kick is the advantage in the early stages here for the Giants. And we have play back underway. Zach Williams was after it, a place he's familiar with, of course. And now it's off the boot of Rouston again going forward. Inside 50 for the Giants. Mark taken this time by Mr. Fix-It for GWS, Ryan Hebron. He'll shoot from about 35 out. Big start here for the home side. Good mark as well. Just in and under a pack of bodies. Watched it into his grasp. And now in he comes, starting that set shot routine from inside the centre square. He'll kick from about 45. And that's a good looking kick as well. The Giants strike the first two blows. Ryan Hebron, he can do a job up forward. He can do a job down back. Just ask and he will deliver. And he delivers right there for the Giants. Two straight goals for GWS. The Carlton Blues yet to score, yet to go inside forward 50. Basically yet to go into their half of the ground at all. They might have a chance here. Hollins gets dragged down from behind. He's back from an ankle injury, and the Giants are going to win the free for a holding the ball. Rouston, he wanted someone running off. He will have to take his kick. And he'll bang it deep into forward 50. Harry Rouston again to a pack. Delana was waiting for it at ground level. And now the Blues will be wrapped up. That's Darcy Hogg. Played every VFL game in 2025. Did Hogg for Carlton. And this is better. Through the hands of Charlson involved. And a nice little handball chain as well involving Lucas Campariali, who was there. Turned over now. Bell out the back. Good handball. Gets it on. And now thrown onto the boot by Jack Howe. Bit of contact in the marking contest, and it will be a free kick going the way of Cooper Lord for the Blues. Short by foot, misses his target. Trouble now. Jack out to Harvey Hooper, who lowers the eyes and finds Hebron. He's going to turn around and play on quickly. His kick caught a piece of a Carlton defender. And it's play on now with the Blues, exiting defensive 50 with Flynn Young. On it goes. And now they work the ball well by foot up the far end of the ground. There's Sam Payer. He looks inside. Found a target who couldn't complete the mark. And Oscar Taylor was wrapped up. Carlton ball. Inside he goes for Sard. Plenty of name brand, plenty of quality in this Carlton lineup. That's why the good start for the Giants means so much. Blues now inside forward 50 for the first time. Not the best entry. And back there was Kelly for the Giants as they work it out of D50. Frengel sends it long down the line. Mark not taken there by Ashton Moyer. And it will be a Giants free here. Coming back to what I was saying before, this start, so important for GWS. They come into this contest with 9 AFL listed players to Carlton's 15. If that gives you some kind of idea as to who might be the more favoured side. Al put under a little bit of pressure. They work it out with the spare out the back. Burks now sends it long. Oh, good fly. Hebron can do it all in this first term. He is off to a flyer. Marks 55 from home, just outside his range, so he sends it to the teeth. Big pack of bodies. Mark taken just at the top of the goal square, and it was a good grab by Moyer, who was back there, absorbing pressure for the Blues. Kicks to the pocket. Nothing on up the ground. Giants defenders get themselves set up well. Lewis Young goes long to a one-on-one, and it will be paid, and they'll just take their advantage. Carlton, on it comes. Big chance here. That was the debutant Charlie Cotter under a bit of pressure to get his handball away. Giants on the rebound now. Delana wrapped up by 3 Blues defenders. One of the Giants' AFL emergencies today, Delana. On a day where the Giants are celebrating multicultural round. Delana, of course, with the Fijian heritage, so a big day for him. Hollins with the clearance. Sends it high inside forward 50. Back there, good D by Frengel. He got first hands to it. That handball was from Liam Farah. And it might help set something up here. It does set up their first look at the sticks, which is pushed to the right. So Carlton are on the board via a minor score. Kick out goes short to Finn Davis. Thought about a switch. He'll just go straight down Main Street and put Hooper under all kinds of pressure. Cotter with a handball out the back, and Carlton have spares everywhere. This is Cooper Vickery, and he'll take a look from here. Mark claimed 48 metres out. Another of the Blues VFL players that played every game for this side last season. He goes short, and it will be Cooper Lord now that lines up for goal. A good chance to see the precision kicking from Cooper Vickery, something he is certainly known for. And now in comes another Cooper off his line. Oh, good Lord. Cooper Lord kicks the Blues first. And they cut that margin to back 2 within a kick. 5 points the difference. The Giants' last VFL win, round 9. It was a 30-point victory against the Brisbane Lions at home. While for the Blues, you have to go back to round 8, a 20-point win over Footscray. It's been a minute for each of these sides. As we kick things off in the middle again, it was Simmons taking on Hudson O'Keefe that time. And it's the Blues going forward once again. So they've gained some ascendancy here at ground level. Snapping off the left, Liam Farah, he misses to the right. A big chance blown there for the Blues. A chance to run some measure off the boot of James Leake. But it's coming back. Good intercept mark taken by Dane Harvey. He'll go long. There were plenty of orange jumpers hanging and waiting for that one. Harry Oliver gets 2 hands to it. By hand, he goes to Rouston. And now out to the other side with Houston. Kick finds its mark. Did ask a little bit of Cody Angove. And now he'll send it long and direct. Oh, nearly a terrific mark taken by Lawrence. Now here go the Giants off the boot of Taylor. Louis Montgomery can't claim the mark, but he will claim the tackle out there, hugging that boundary. Forward half of the ground for the Giants. Hollands waited for the tap at the back. This might not get a touch as it trickles out of bounds. Oscar Taylor will lasso it back in for the Giants. And he didn't have anything short. He sends a wobbler up forward. Hebron was waiting for it at ground level. It fell just in behind Simmons. And now Carlton with numbers are out of danger. Campbell Chesser. It's coming back. His kick picked off by Taylor. A bit of back and forth here about this passage. Moyer, good hands at ground level. Turned over. There's Hamilton's first involvement, and he's tackled with one arm pinned, but not taken to ground. He is ruled to have had a prior opportunity, though. So Carlton win the free via Logan Prout. And now switch. Here's Sard, right back pocket. He'll go short. Here's Moyer again. Works the ball to Lewis Young. Sard over the top finds Dane Harvey. Vickery presented, but goes unused. Good kick in the end, and now the Blues go again. Kelly handballs it to Grubb. He'll go down the line, and there's something on here for the Giants. Rouston, can they work it through quickly? Blues defenders now tracking back. Rouston told the play on. It was Sard on the mark. Goes to a one-on-one. Grubb did well at ground level. He might have been taken marginally high by Williams. The former Giant, of course, knows every blade of grass here at NG Stadium, does Williams. Hollands went without it. Bell with some tough in and under work. He went without it. Hollands now with a good handball away for Taj Logan, who hits up a lead. That's Sam Payer. He'll drive a kick long inside forward 50 for the Blues, and there are plays at ground level as well. Chipping it over the top was Cooper Lord to the top of the square. Works out favourably for Taj Logan. And the Blues have their first lead in this opening term. It's been a good first quarter so far. Nearly 15 minutes have elapsed. It's the Blues by 2 points. So 4 unanswered scoring shots for Carlton as well. 2 goals, 2 behinds after conceding the opening 2 majors of this contest. Hollins was tackled. Ball trickles to Giants' advantage. And now they have it going forward. Grubb has all kinds of real estate to himself inside forward 50. He didn't need that much time. He kept his cool, calm, collected, and composure from Lockie Grubb, and the Giants hit back. Fifth goal of this first term. It's been a frenetic 16 and a half minutes. Giants again have something going forward here. That was MacArthur getting a handball on for the goal scorer, Grubb, and now they're spilling inside forward 50. Bell lowered the eyes nicely to find Hebron. Nice selfless play there from James Bell, the former Swan, who could have easily lined up a shot there. Hebron with 1 first-term goal already to his name. From the pocket, check sides, and he just skims it through for another major. So the Giants kick 2 in quick succession. Hebron, a dual goal kicker in this first quarter. Four goals to 2 as we reach the 18th minute in this round 13 contest at NG. AFL later the Savo between these clubs as well, of course. Bell wins a free. He goes short to Jack out. Now goes long and strong. Montgomery tried to come in and cause some disruption, but Lewis Young was always in the right spot. Moya. And Carlton again looking to work it short by foot. Now looking for a switch as well. Dangerous kick. Just through the grasp of Hogg, but it might create something here up corridor for the Blues. Hollins shrugs off one. Good handball over the top as well. Now a couple of players under pressure, including Hogg again, and it's been turned over. Here goes that orange tsunami inside forward 50. Good defensive work there on Burks. Spoil made by Lewis Young. So thrown back in. A good tap win from Riley. Underway again. Ball hits the deck. Hollins was waiting for it. Through the grasp of Bell, but now out the back with Oliver. He tries to link with Hooper Harvey, who was under some pressure. Had a runner coming past who puts it just across the face, and it's going to spill through for another minor score for the Giants. They're first behind in this first term. 4 goals 1 to 2 goals 2. Sent out of D50. But it might be coming back here with the Giants. That was Shibkovsky involved there. So Jerome Lawrence now doing ruck work up against Riley. Sent to space. Bounce favourable for Logan, who goes short. A good hit up kick too. Prout was presenting. They'll take the wide avenue. And that was a lovely little crafty kick there from Matt Duffy. Deep in the pocket, he finds Darcy Hogg, who's had a busy few minutes. And he'll have the chance here. Off the right boot, hits the bottom of the ball, right across the face, and marked inside D50. It was Sam McMeekin getting back there for the Giants. And now here they go. Off the boot of Bell. Sends it forward. Montgomery all on his own, playing a forward role today. Sends it deep inside forward 50. 2-on-1. Hebron was throwing his weight around. And Dane Harvey sees it over the boundary. "22 minutes gone, first term. Home side by 11. Reeves Simmons won it down. Carlton bodies waiting for it. Grubb wrapped up. Flynn Riley and Cooper Lord, a couple of the emergencies, AFL emergencies for Carlton that have been busy so far. Delana hands out the back. And they will find a mark inside forward 50. Sam McMeekin involved. And it's Jack Howe lining up. A 19-year-old via the Greater Western Vic Rebels. Will kick from about 45. Might have caught the outside of the boot there. It falls short in the end. Simmons was after it. Williams will see it through for a minor score now. So the Giants with the last 4 scores, kicking 2 goals 2, applying a bit of pressure on the Blues, who now work the ball out of D50, but can't find a target with that kick. McMeekin was good at ground level, and now he's surely taken high. They'll ball it up. Simmons down to Jack Howe, who tried to bulldoze through one. Cookson sends it forward to a good spot. Frengel was waiting for it, front and centre. Huge overlap out here for the Giants, and Riley Hamilton, who takes a second bounce now. The Ainsley product winds up. Once again, there was a spare inside forward 50, and Ryan Hebron have a quarter. Big first term for one of the Giants' vets. He is the glue guy for this side, and everything is sticking in this first term for Hebron. 2 goals to his name already. How many times in his career would he have kicked 3 in a quarter? Not often, I'm guessing, but this is his assignment. He is on one. Ryan Hebron. 3 in this first term. Giants have kicked 3-2 unanswered since the Blues' last flurry. And even 20 points since Carlton last hit the scoreboard. 5-2 plays 2-2. An 18-point buffer. And Ryan Hebron making the most of his opportunities. Simmons slaps it out the back for Rouston. Now it's Bell working it end over end, up to half forward. Charlson was back there. He lost it. He goes again. Now he's wrapped up by Delana. Hamilton comes away from the pack, and he has a look on goal. He's missed to the right. Through for a minor score. Here's Moya going long to a pack. Kelly wanted to claim the mark. Kick smothered. Oliver by hand out the back with Frengel. Works through traffic. Floats one towards Delana, who takes a good mark. 55 from home. Corner of the square. Drives a low kick and finds Hamilton. A good find from Delana. And this will be Riley Hamilton's first look of this ball game. A big 10 minutes for GWS. They've kicked the last 3 goals, 3 in this game as Hamilton lines up from 45. He'll kick from about 45. And it's there for Riley Hamilton. His first of the afternoon. Six first quarter goals for the Giants, who have themselves out to a handy 25-point lead. Simmons on Riley, who sends it forward now for the Blues. There's Lockie MacArthur. Looking inside, looking corridor. Nothing presented. Long, but also plenty of height with that kick. Coming through and spoiling over the top was Harvey for the Blues. He's had a couple of good interventions defensively for Carlton in this contest. Taj Logan looks a little sore as he wins himself a free for the visitors. One of Carlton's 2 first-term goal scorers goes deep inside forward 50. Hands from Taylor out the back. Davis. MacArthur short for Hamilton, who runs out of options, and Saad did well smothering that Hamilton kick. As Adam Saad works himself back into position, setting up behind the ball, of course. We know what he can do. Free kick went just as the quarter time siren sounds as well, which brings to an end regained ascendancy. And we're just about set to get things back underway for this all-important affair between two sides, neither of which have tasted victory in a month. Bell was wrapped up by Hollins as he tried to gain possession. In comes Harvey Hooper. Good intervention from him. Handball's over the top for Delana, who shakes the tackle attempt of Camporeale. Free kick going the way of the Giants as well. And it's going to be Angove lining this shot up. Either side of that quarter time break, momentum remains with GWS. And in comes the 20-year-old from Claremont. Kicks from 40 out. Steady and through. Cody Angove hits the board for the Giants, who kick further ahead. Their lead is out to 31 points. Angove's first for the contest, and that's now 5 goals, 3 unanswered for the Giants since midway through that first term. A good ruck win there from Riley. Giants have something on the outside here with Bell. He finds Montgomery, who had been giving them some run and dash off the back line earlier on in this season, but finds himself playing a roll up forward now as Hebron thought he was taken high down low. Rouston holding the ball free. They've played on. They claim it. Goal Giants. Harry Rouston. They are an unstoppable force right now, GWS. Their lead explodes out to 37 points. That's now 6 goals, 3 unanswered. The Blues are under the pump. Flynn Riley wins the tap down, trying to get it to out in front of Zach Williams. Bell goes after it, nearly got his arm caught in an awkward spot. Now it's Hollins getting out of one tackle attempt. Handballing it on. Flynn Young found himself under a bit of pressure. But they might still work it out here, the Blues. Once again, Young under some duress trying to get a handball away. Giants clear, and it's favourable for Hamilton, who handballs over the top, and now they're streaming inside forward 50. Delana, open goal square, and he bangs through. Another for the Giants. Montgomery was involved in the build-up as well, and it's Joey Delana kicking his first of the afternoon. 7 straight majors for GWS. When you're on, you're on. 4 minutes gone in this second term. Jack Howe sharked Riley's tap there. Sard now fists inside for a teammate. That was clever. Camporeale's handball over the top, though, will be turned over, though. Bell, classy, finds the goal scorer, Delana, who looks inside, and that's a good find. It's Reeve Simmons marking 49 metres out. Worrying about the journey. We'll try and find a short option, which he does. That's Riley Hamilton, who kicked 1 goal in that opening term. The Giants' last of the first quarter, in fact. And now he lines up 1 in this second quarter. the Ainsley product. Again, from a tight angle, Hamilton bangs it into the post. So that ends a run of four straight goals for the Giants. They were their last 4 scores, but they remain well and truly on top in this contest. Last 11 scores now. Saad with a bounce and an exit. Spear to kick, that was good for Hogg, who doesn't complete the mark. Tries to move it to the outside with Charlton, who wins a marking contest free. Puts it out in front of Cotter, playing in his first VFL game for the Blues. Charlie Cotter, a Claremont product. Welcome to anyone from WA tuning into the coverage. As the Giants move it sideways to Leak. He'll now go up the corridor to find a wide open Frengel. Frengel short, kick doesn't reach Montgomery on the full. Moya running through. Charlton for the Blues, and now they have an opportunity. Farah by hand and they're out. Blues work it towards forward 50. And Davis intervenes for the Giants. Seven straight goals for the home side. Riley, handballs to Hollins, who's wrapped up, was copping some plenty of attention there. Ollie Hollins working his way back from an ankle injury. Delana over the top. Here's Angove by hand to Roust, and they've got runners. Saad was a brick wall on Oliver, but he completed the tackle once Oliver had already lost possession. So it's Harry Oliver winning a free, going to Frengel on the way past. Frengel lines up, it's going to drop short, and it's well marked inside the square. In fact, it's a free kick officially that is paid to Sam Payer. Good kick for Riley. He doesn't complete the mark. Just one area that's been hurting the Blues in this contest so far. Harvey Hooper with some defensive pressure. Now he goes after it and fists it. Saad was all on his own waiting for it. Hooper applies the pressure on Saad, who screws a kick around for Hollins, taken high. Harry Oliver getting that one wrong. Carlton players take issue with it, as you'd expect. Hollins goes quick for Lucas Camporeale. He finds Charlton inside. Across for Saad. And Saad will go short. Back to Charlton now. And it spills through. The players that were converging at ground level will ball it up inside Carlton's forward 50. It's been a minute since they hit the scoreboard. 11 straight scores for the Giants. 7 goals for. Hollins went without it. He comes again. Action on Kelly. That was probably a throw, but it's play on now. Burks arrives for the Giants, loses possession. Blues try to reload, and they do. That was a good kick off the right peg of Sam Payer, and they'll give the Blues a look. It's Hudson O'Keefe. And can this finally end the scoring drought for the Blues? "46 straight points for the Giants." Does come to an end, but it's only a minor score off the boot of Hudson O'Keefe. Oscar Taylor long down the line. Lands at ground level. Camporeale under some pressure. Cookson. Kick around the corner. Finds Flynn Young. They'll move it quick and inside. Young with a fake. And now a good look, and he misses to the right. So Carlton have kicked 2 goals, 4 now. Consecutive behinds, as they try to work themselves back to within striking distance. Delana pushes his opponent under, and he takes off. Delana with a bounce. He goes long, looking for Montgomery, who flew. Got a bit of a rise as well off the retreating Lewis Young. Can't quite complete the mark. 12 minutes gone, second term. 9 goals, 3 to 2 goals, 4. Giants with a handy 41-point lead. Hooper with that goal now, that class that we know he possesses. He didn't even need to look where the goal sticks were. Harvey Hooper hits the scoreboard for the first time in this contest. And he becomes the Giants' 8th goal kicker. And we're hardly surprised it's Harvey Hooper at the centre of VFL theatrics. He does the freakish on the reg. Does the former Port Melbourne captain and premiership star, of course. Relocated to Sydney this season, and what a pickup he's been for the Giants at VFL level. Riley wins the tap down again. He's racking up hit-outs in this contest. Now here's a go. Chesser by hand to Cookson, who's been involved. Giants now come away with Frengel. Gets it again. Now he finds Hooper weaving through traffic. He put a teammate in, Jerome Lawrence, under all sorts of pressure. Carlton free. Williams up the middle for Will Cookson once again. He'll use his runner in Williams, who finds a spare, who now has to work it out the back. Cookson again. This time goes out for Chesser. Short and mark taken inside forward 50. That's Logan Prout. Came down to Carlton from Echuca back in 2023 and did his ACL early last year. So it's good to see him back, Logan Prout. And he'll have a look here from about 45. And Prout misses. So that goal drought just continues to linger for the Blues. Short for Davis, marking in front of his opposite number in Young. Ferengel, Taylor takes on the Blues defender and does well. Taylor with some explosiveness, and he finds Riley Hamilton. Speaking of explosiveness, 2 bounces, long kick, maybe off the side slightly, but it does work out. And it's Louis Montgomery that takes the mark deep in that forward pocket for the Giants. And now here's another GWS player looking to put themselves on the score sheet. He would become their 9th if he can deliver from here. They rate him highly. Louis Montgomery at the Giants. Check side. He pushes it across the face. And it slides through for a minor score. Charlson runs it out and bangs it out of D50 for Carlton. Good mark. Claimed in the end by Sam Payer. He goes long, and that's a good find as well. There's Darcy Hogg. He'll take off. Hogg goes long. Was looking for Riley, his ruck, but there were plenty of orange jumpers back there, and that was a good defensive mark from Jim Houston. They put themselves under a little bit of pressure back there. Taylor now has to hurry it onto the left. To a pack. Montgomery flew over the top. Oliver with a handball out the back for Jack out. And now it's Burks wrapped up and gone. Tackle laid by Dane Harvey. Long right foot. Big fly. That was Farah unable to complete the mark. By hand out the back. Prout. A good intervention there defensively for the Giants. And now they'll work it out of D50. Here's Hamilton. He had a runner in Shibkovsky. Hooper. Hamilton again. Harvey Hooper. Leak. Back to Hamilton. Caught himself under a little bit of pressure as he tried to get his kick away. And it will be last touch out of bounds. Going the way of the Blues. Lewis Young out the back as they look to execute the switch with Dane Harvey. Back to Young. And they'll load something up here. Cookson. Inside for Chesser. Has a runner coming out in front. That was Moyer. He's been classy behind the ball today. Goes short for Cookson. Wanted something to present in corridor. It didn't. Has to go long. Good mark claimed there by Jerome Lawrence. Picked up from the Parramatta Goannas in AFL Sydney, who won their club's last 2 best and fairest in Division 1. Joined Southwest Sydney for the 2026 season when he isn't used at VFL level. Kick over the top of Angove. Works out for McMeekin. He finds Rouston on the outside, who used his shepherd well. McMeekin now swamped. Got a handball away. Now it's with Rouston. In fact, it was Angove that got that handball away. Rouston was decked. He was looking for McMeekin, who stands over the top. Charlson at the bottom. Did look as though there was some minor concern momentarily, but everyone's back to their feet. Good tap down for Angove. Numbers inside. Bell finds McMeekin, who sends him inside forward 50. Mark claimed by Burks. Over the top of Moya, who's furious. That's how furious. And he'll set up Hugo Burks' second of this first half from point blank range. Which will not help Carlton's cause. Burks kicks his second and the Giants hit 70 in this first half. Meetings in all 3/3 of the ground for this Blues side. $11,470 to Carlton's 2,517. Riley with a good tap down for Moya. With an effort looking to make amends for that 50. Good mark. Third attempt taken by Liam Farah. 40 from home. 22 minutes have elapsed in this second term. Cooper Lord and Taj Logan, their goal kickers so far. So Liam Farah kicks from 45, and there it is, a breakthrough goal for the Blues, their first since the midpoint of the first quarter. Does that give them something to build on? It ends a run of 9 straight majors for the Giants. Riley down the throat of a midfield teammate and then bursting forward was Hogg. And there's a good lead from Liam Farah, who might have a chance here to kick 2 in a minute for Carlton. His previous set shot from 45 was just about perfect. This time from outside 50, Farah with 2 in the blink of an eye. And he helps Carlton potentially lay the foundations for what may well prove to be a miracle comeback after they've been put to the sword in this first half. That's the Blues' 4th goal. That margin closes back to 41 points as it was earlier in this term. And it started with that man, big Riley out of the ruck. Williams now running on, sends it forward, but it's not only last touch out, but it's out of bounds on the full. Play might stop here while Frengel tries to retrieve the ball. Ready to get things going again as we near the 26-minute mark of this second term. Frengel runs to the inside of the mark and sends it long to a contest. Riley gives away the free. Hebron now sends the Giants forward. He's got a good runner in Burks. Thought short. Burks lines up. Kicks from 49 out. Lawrence was flying and nearly took a spectacular grab. Saad saw it through for a minor score. That was an adventurous kick from Williams. Might work out anyway. Cookson. Williams running on up corridor. He's got a teammate all on his own. Make that 2. Carlton goes inside forward 50. Young's kick just over the top of a one-on-one. And it slaps into the behind post. A good passage from D50. Nothing to show for it though, except for a forward 50 stoppage now. 42 points the margin here at NG Stadium for this round 13 Smithies VFL contest. Riley tries to snap after receiving the throw in, but can only angle it through for a minor score. Kick was to the advantage of Rouston. Classy work from McMeekin. Jack out the back. Frengel running on. He's been delivering some strong run off half back in this second term, Frengel, but it has been turned over. Williams lowers the eyes. And now Carlton are going forward once again, streaming forward. And it's the man of the moment, Liam Farah, again marking inside forward 50 for the Blues. He has a chance to kick 3 straight for Carlton, and they'd be all off his boot. Can play at both ends of the ground, Liam Farah. A product via the Northern Knights. But he's certainly doing a job inside forward 50 for Carlton in this game. This kick shaved the goalpost. Minor score. So the difference is 40. Grubb takes a bounce, running towards the boundary. Finally finds a spare in MacArthur. Back to Grubb now, under some heat from Adam Saad, who's going to have a kick here. Charlson. Williams. Across it goes for Logan Prout. So they'll switch play right to the other side. There's Cooper Vickery. He's a good kick. Goes deep. Well marked by Leak. Calls for calm. They'll steady things down as that second quarter comes to a close here at NG Stadium. That margin is 14 goals to give the Blues even just some degree of hope as we get this third quarter underway. It's the Giants by 41 points as we move into the third quarter of this round 13 contest. Jack Howe goes down and gets it. Hand passes it away for Rouston, who gets it inside forward 50. It bounces through. Camporeale now turns around, puts it on the left. Davis was after it. for the Giants. Cooper Lord has a kick which is ricocheted back for Williams' advantage, and he lines up and finds Hudson O'Keefe. O'Keefe will chip it up forward to a one-on-one. Good mark. And it's the man of the moment for Carlton. He's the Lone Ranger up top, Liam Farah. 2 goals to close out that second quarter. Had a chance to kick 3 straight. The third attempt missed by a matter of centimetres. But here is a good look at his third goal in this contest. It was coming true off the boot in that second term. He's pushed that one across the face and just through for a minor score. The first score of this third quarter goes the way of the Blues. And 4 of the last 6 scores in this contest have been off the boot of Farah, kicking 2 goals too. As the Giants work it out of their defensive half now. Angove did well. Tried to get the ball out the back for Delana, who's involved in a good one-on-one. Just throws his opponent to ground. Gets a handball away for Bell. And now the Giants have it moving forward. Here's Hebron. He kicked 3 goals in that opening term. He wheels around and goes long. Good mark taken in the goal square by Burks, who in a matter of moments might join Hebron by kicking a 3rd goal. Kicked 1 in the first term, kicked the opening goal of the match, in fact, before securing another major in that second quarter. And now Hugo Burks, in he comes, kicks the first goal of this second half and his 3rd for the contest. The Sydney product out of the UNSW Eastern Suburbs Bulldogs, 21-year-old. He's been a find for the Giants this year. One in each of the first 3 terms now for Hugo Burks. The Giants entering this contest in 6th spot despite having not collected a win for a month. Jack Owl done for holding the ball there. Ollie Hollands will win the free kick and hand it on for Williams, who's racking up some possessions now. Goes long, good mark. Frengel back there, absorbing pressure for the Giants. Frengel launches a kick out of D50 to the outer side. Simmons tries to throw it on the boot. Carlton have it with Prout, who screws a kick inside forward 50, just across the boundary line, denying GWS a chance to enter out the exit out the other side. Simmons on Riley. Riley wins the tap down. McMeekin's there. Leak. Bell throws it onto that left boot. Finds Hooper. Not a bad kick, and it works out well. Fortune favours the Brave as Rouston has the Giants going forward. Burks marks again. Giants players streaming towards the goal square, but he will stop, steady, and have another look. A chance to kick his 4th goal and 2nd of this quarter. In comes Hugo Burke. box, and the goal umpire has not moved. Hugo Burks has 4 goals. And the Giants kick further clear. 6 wins, 4 losses to their campaign. In 2026, the Giants, if they go on with the job here, this will absolutely help their cause, knocking on the door of that top 4 potentially as well. Carlton sitting 12th, just 1 win behind though. 5 wins, 5 losses, but their last win all the way back in round 8. 3 losses and a bye since their 20-point win over Footscray. Here's Delana bursting out of traffic. Couple of handballs on before a good tackle is laid. Carlton players don't like the ruling. They'll ball it up. Taylor was wrapped up. Angove was there momentarily. Now Williams by hand. Chesser. That was exciting. He goes to the outside. And now Young sends them forward. Frengel now rebounding for the Giants. Taylor long down the line. Out of play by some margin, out on the full. $52 points the margin here. Inside for Hollands. He sends a wobbler inside forward 50. Rouston was there. And now he's on the end of a handball. Tries to float one over the top. Does well for Hamilton. Jack Howe puts it out in front of Hooper. Sard gets there for Carlton. They're involved in a one-on-one now. Now Hooper gives chase as Carlton reload. Hollands takes a mark. On it goes for Cotter, who sends it inside forward 50. The debutant. Frengel under a bit of pressure. Goes underneath the attempted tackle. They're not out of the woods yet, though, as that kick inside D50 didn't find its mark. And now Jackow gives away a free kick. A throw is the ruling. Trying to get a handball off the deck. And it will be Logan Prout lining this one up. This third term is flying by. 8 minutes gone already. Just the 2 goals so far in this third term, both up the other end to Hugo Burks. But Carlton now convert their first decent look with Logan Prout picking up his first of the afternoon. Good win in the ruck there by O'Keefe. Harvey Hooper wins a free. He'll send it long, gives that kick plenty as well. Might have been a shove in there. Riley Hamilton at ground level. Got it out the back for Grubb. His snap continues to just fizz away to the left. Through for a minor score. Zach Williams runs and then kicks clear, and it's a good find as well. Running past is Young. Inside forward 50 to a one-on-one. Well done. Getting back there was Kelly. And it's seen through for a minor score. Davis involved. Pressure came from Matt Duffy. Now the Giants go off the boot of Leake. He picks up Rouston, who looks inside. One bounce, finds Grubb. He weaves around some traffic, takes a bounce. Gets it on for McMeekin. In fact, that was Angove, who steps back inside before launching an inside 50. Hollands now at ground level, tackled by Hooper, got a handball away. Cookson involved. He goes over the top, looking for Taj Logan. Carlton win the free. Finn Davis was shoved to ground. Here's Will Cookson again. Cookson enters, good mark. Flying was Sam Payer. Has not troubled the scorers yet, Sam Payer, but this is a good opportunity. Was part of Werribee's breakthrough premiership side in 2024, of course. And he comes now. Sam Payer, that's across the face badly. And out of bounds altogether. So Giants will switch to Davis. That's not 15, in fact it just was for Leake. He cuts off a good kick to Harvey Hooper. Bit of extras with Hollands involved. Hooper wants the short option. It never came. Goes by hand out the back to Leake. Long down the line for Delana. Doesn't quite complete the mark, but he had an arm chopped by O'Keefe. Tells his teammates to go long. Runs inside and then sends it to that pack. Hamilton got caught underneath. Hebron with a kick towards goal. It's anyone's. It takes a big fat bounce. Hamilton can't reel it in. And he'll lightly tackle Lewis Young, who was happy the boundary line was right there. Thrown back in. Well done, Riley. Had his kick smothered. Got a handball away for Williams, who spins out of trouble. Camporeale gets a kick forward. Davis was there. And it might have come off the boot of Finn Davis. So this will be Carlton ball. In fact, no, it is going the way of the Giants and Joey Delana. Told to play on now. And he finds Hooper. Good short option. And Harvey Hooper looks like a man who knows he has the distance from here. He'll kick from just outside 50. In he comes, Harvey Hooper, the veteran. Age shall not weary the kicking distance of Hooper. They will have a committee on the goal line to confirm. It's a goal. Hooper has his second. Three goals to one in this third term, the way of GWS, who kick further in front. Their margin, their lead was 41 points at halftime. And it's currently 52. Those Carlton rucks have been dominating the hit-outs, but it hasn't converted yet. Montgomery with a good fly. Hooper over the top of it, tries to hack it further forward off the deck. Montgomery comes again before laying a tackle on Prout. Now it's out in front. Here's a chance for the Giants. Shibkovsky got it on. Hebron in a wide open goal square. He kicks his fourth. This Giants side have been red hot at NG Stadium for this round 13 clash. Just 9 AFL listed players to Carlton's 15. An injury list which at AFL level is 12 players long. Max Grishevsky was the out from last week to this week. But despite the odds being stacked against them, it is the Giants putting together an incredible display here. Burks to McMeekin. Hamilton gives himself an opportunity with some handy footwork in traffic from the boundary. Hamilton. That's his second, and it is just about the best goal of the afternoon. Dominance from GWS. Demoralising for the Blues and their fans, who start to pile in now, getting set for the AFL contest later this afternoon between these two clubs. Simmons with a slap out the back for Bell. Good play out of centre bounce from the Giants. Rouston gets them going forward. Grub at ground level, didn't get the right bounce. Sard now with some leg speed. Charlson fumbles it out of bounds. It will be thrown in. We're into the 20th minute of this third term. Simmons and Riley both send it to front spot. Sard's now after it, so is Rouston. Montgomery. Oh, the Giants are red hot. The pain continues for Carlton. And Montgomery becomes their 9th goal kicker. The last 4 scores in this contest are all GWS goals. Good win from Riley. Down for Moyer. Hollands inside that Blues forward 50. First time in a while. Kelly gets back. Uses Frengel. They switch play and it's out of bounds on the full. That kick too far. Out in front of Mitch Shibkovsky. And it will be Lucas Campariali that takes a look. Tried to snap it off the left. And it's squeezed through for a minor score. Just 4 goal scorers for Carlton today. Liam Farah with 2. Through the hands of Hebron. Simmons got a hand as well. Riley handballs it out the back. Cooper Lord ran himself into some traffic. Hebron delivers the tackle. Thought about going inside for McMeekin. Instead goes by hand to Bell. And that's going to be picked off comfortably for Dane Harvey. Now they look for the switch. Lewis Young. Short kick. Not the journey. Prout. He finds Campariali. Sard. On it goes, and it's back to Harvey. Giants players wait for it. Handball misses its target. Running through well was Vickery, although it's been pinched. Angove handballs it inside. Strong mark taken by one of the shortest players on the ground there in Lockie Grubb. He'll wobble a kick forward and it's comfortably marked back there by Young, but he didn't love his kick. Straight off the boot. Put his hands up to his head. He put Darcy Hogg under a little bit of pressure, who did well just to get a kick outside of defensive 50, but it might be coming back here. Hooper receives a short delivery by foot. Directs some traffic to deep inside that forward 50, which is where he sends it now. Hebron was waiting for it at a dangerous spot. Blues players just get themselves there. Vickery clears, but it's off the boot of Payer. Giants ball. It'll be Joey Delana's option here. He'll kick. He finds Bell. James Bell marks 52 metres from goal. He'll take his time and consider his options. Kicks to the pocket, and that's a good find. He's got Louis Montgomery out there, who's already produced some freakish moments in this contest, and more specifically in this third term. This is not beyond young Louis Montgomery. From hard up against the boundary, he misses to the near side. Here goes Charlson. Miss kick. Delana's there. Hands it inside for Jackow. Hebron now takes the grab. High pointed it in the pocket. And now he lines up an attempt at goal number 5. Hebron goes the check side. It was never looking like missing. Hebron with a handful. His teammates will absolutely love that. Ryan Hebron kicks his 5th goal. And there is plenty of time for more. Three in the first term, 2 in this third term, all up that end of the ground. 5 of the best for Ryan Hebron. That's now 5 unanswered goals for the Giants. And 7 majors to 1 in this third term. Utter dominance. That lead is out to 76 points. Riley won it down for Hogg, who gets the clearance away for the Blues, but look at all the orange jumpers around there. Leak goes by foot to Mitch Shibkovsky. He tried to spear a ball for Bell. Hollands now tries to spin out of trouble, got a hurried handball away. It's going to be turned over. Here's Shibkovsky again. He sends it forward to the Hebron direction, who can't quite get there. Back there in time was Lewis Young. Here's Sard in front of the goal square. Out wide, good mark taken by Taj Logan. Inside he goes to find Campbell Chesser. Up the corridor, that was dangerous. Williams got an important hand fist on there before delivering a ball up forward, and that was a good kick to a good lead, and it's Hudson O'Keefe that marks for the Blues. An important slap forward there from Williams further up the ground. He's been busy in this third term, Zach Williams for Carlton. As for Hudson O'Keefe, in he comes, and he's also going to miss. So on top of a range of other areas in this contest, accuracy is also plaguing the Blues. 5 goals, 11, 41 is their tally. Good mark taken by Flynn Riley. Off a bounce. Flynn Young wheels around and kicks a high one. Frengel got a good piece of it. And it is put through in the end by Cooper Vickery. So the Blues kick their 2nd goal of the term. And that's Vickery's first. And it ends a run of 5 straight majors for the Giants as well. (18-8), 116 the Giants to Carlton's 6-11-47. As we close in on the 30 minutes in this third term. Davis handballs it to no one. Williams now for Carlton. By foot finds Campbell Chesser. They'll send it long. Good spoil came from the back with Frengel. McMeekin to Montgomery. He can dash. He uses Jack Howe on his outside. Burks was all on his own. Wanted to use one of those options in front, but why not have a go here He's kicked 3 goals in this contest so far, and it's certainly within the range of Hugo Burks. And there's another good reason why you hold on to the ball in a circumstance like that. The 3/4 time siren sounds in the background here at NG Stadium. Hugo Burks, 3 goals already in this contest, kicks from just inside 50, plenty of height. And it did cross the line, but it is through for a minor score only. Plenty of punishment being dished out in that third term from the... but no shortage of quality. Ryan Hebron already with 5 goals to his name. Hugo Burks 3. Repeat stoppage in the middle of the ground to get us going in this final term. Plus a little bit of push and shove as well, involving Flynn Ryan, the ruck for the Blues, who now fists it forward. Here's Hogg, he ran without it. Flynn Young gets it inside forward 50, 2-on-2. Good defensive work from Frengel, but it might not matter. The first thing that happens in this final term is a Sam Payer goal. And that's his first in this ball game as well. Well, that'll happen without too much fanfare as we settle into this last term. Liam Farrer is the only Blues player with multiple goals, kicked consecutive ones in that second term. Riley again has it going forward. Giants players are there. Taylor off the left boot. It slaps down well for Williams, who wheels around. Tries to straighten. Didn't get all of that off the boot. Davis out the back for Frengel. Kicks over the top of Delana. Sard pushes it to a teammate's advantage. Chesser, Hollands, Hogg. Inside 50. Good defensive work from Leake. Over the top, they have a spare in Cookson. And Carlton kicked the first 2 goals in this final term. They've actually kicked the last 3 in this contest, despite the heavy deficit. And Cookson's amongst the scorers for the first time this afternoon as well. Riley with another good hit out. Hollands, and they're away. That handball just out in front of Hogg, who now goes after it, and he's well tackled. Angove. Down the line, he finds Grubb. Thought about going quick for Bell. Has to go inside. Plenty of height on that kick forward. Montgomery juggled it. Moyer hands it to Hollands. On it goes for Charlson. Kicks over the top of his spare. And it falls favourably for Frengel. Frengel tries to get it to Delana. Good contest involving Sard. Teammates arrive for both teams. Delana out the back of the stoppage. At the back of the contest, I should say. Hamilton tried to get it to Bell. It rebounds well for the Blues. And here's Payer. Doesn't waste time, gets it forward, and he finds Farrer, who will be told to settle things down now. Liam Farrer has kicked 2 goals at this end of the ground already. Both of those came in the second quarter, and now he has a chance at kicking his 3rd for this contest. Sam Farah, that's another good set shot example. That's been on full display when it comes to that man for Carlton. He kicks his third. The Blues have kicked 4 unanswered goals dating back to late in that third term. The Sting, admittedly, a little bit out of this game, but the Giants won't want to finish this game on the back foot. It's time to respond. Bell, good handball out the back. Jack Howe goes short. His kick finds Hooper, who doesn't waste time. He sends it deep inside forward 50. Hebron. Good hands out the back for Delana, who had time to line it up. Delana, that is delightful. And that ends the run of 4 straight goals. That Giants lead back to 58 points. It was 69 at three-quarter time. Tried to get the tap down for Hollands, but it's the Giants going forward again. Hamilton gets it away for Bell, who has a step and a steady, and Bell goes bang. He becomes the Giants' 10th goal scorer in this contest. 2 in a row for GWS. The Giants' 20th major. This would have to be in the chat for their best display of season 2026. The goal scorer Bell now with a free kick and some run, a bounce. Finds a target on the just inside 50. Jerome Lawrence marks. Turns 23 in July, this Parramatta Goannas product. Lawrence from outside 50 has his shot on goal charged down by Adam Sard, and it sprays out of bounds. Neither ruckman get there. Jack Howe with a handball out to space. Hooper's after it. He was tackled by Camporeale, and Moya sees it out over the boundary. Simmons wins the tap down. A couple of Carlton players get in each other's way as Lord loses his footing. Hurried kick from Charleston goes nowhere. That's Lord underneath it. His handball went to an opponent in Shibkovsky. Danger here as Hebron arrives at the fall of the ball, but it bounced favourably for Williams, who spears a kick for Flynn Young. Blues move it up corridor now. Here's Payer. He'll turn and go long. Frengel is in a good spot. Bell, received by hand. That kick just over the top of MacArthur, who was under a bit of heat from Hollands. Tackled over the boundary. O'Keefe to advantage of Camporeale. Hurried onto the boot by Logan. A shallow entry. Now it's Payer, sending it closer to home. That kick spoiled and out of bounds off the left hand of Will Cookson. Thrown in. Davis is wrapped up. Davis with hands out the back. Rouston now didn't quite get the bounce. It's come off his boot. So it will be lassoed in by Lucas Camporeale just outside his range. He'll set it up. Davis got back and got a hand to it. Vickery's kick smothered. And they still get a shot away on goal. It was Cooper Lord in the end, but it's through for a minor score. Was seen out by Lockie Grubb. As players reset. Lawrence won the tap down that time. Williams shrugs one away. Camporeale onto that left boot. To a pack and flying in front, James Leake. Finds the ball at its peak. Sends it long. Riley was waiting for it. Uses Hollands. That kick. Just out of bounds. Taj Logan couldn't quite. Giants will switch. That was Sam McMeekin. Across it goes for Frengel. Frengel finds Davis. He receives it again. No mark, not 15. Riley Hamilton moves it fast. Backing into traffic was Burks. Now it's Rouston who lost his footing and he's wrapped up by Hollands, and he will be pinged as well for holding the ball. So Ollie Hollands wins another possession in his return from an ankle injury. Kicked by Charlson. Angove tried to get a sneaky little handball over the top. Gets it again. Knew he had a spare out the back in Hebron. Hebron goes long and high. Deep entry to a 2-on-2. Leaked through traffic. McMeekin found Hooper, who was on his own. And Harvey Hooper once again shows some of that class with a good finish. Hooper has 3. And he ends a bit of a goal drought. So Harvey Hooper with goals in the second, third and fourth quarters. Riley sends a long clearing kick to the Blues forward 50 and running through is Cookson. Instant response. He's been good, Will Cookson, today. That's his second goal in this final term. Carlton have outscored the Giants in this final term, 4-3. And it's the Blues with another clearance and forward 50 entry. Here's Cookson. Shrugs off the tackler to deliver a handball for Sam Payer, who just misses a good opportunity. Leak clears, good climb. Jerome Lawrence. Short for Jack Howe. Tries to bite off a sneaky kick for Angove. Harvey Hooper arrives. His handball was tricky for Taylor. And it set up a kick under pressure. Sideways from Charlie Cotter, the debutant. Before they move it forward. In contest again. Handball out the back finds Taylor, who tried to link up with McMeekin. And it'll be thrown in. Jim Houston was involved out there for the Giants as well. Hollins. Hands for Vickery. Turned over. And away go the Giants. Here's Montgomery. Has Hamilton inside. And Hamilton takes a comfortable, uncontested mark. He'll slow things down and have a look at goal. This is a chance to kick his third. His class has been on full display in this one, Riley Hamilton. And he puts through his third major. Just more of a percentage boost for GWS. 22-9, 141, leading Carlton 10-13, 73. Outscoring the Blues by 12 goals. It's a 68-point gap. One shy of where it was at three-quarter time. Four goals each in this final term. Riley tries to tap it over the top. But it's going to be a Giants clearance. And that's a good lead. Showed a bit of speed to get there as well, did Jerome Lawrence, who can pinch hit in the ruck as well, but clearly present well up forward. He'll kick this from about 40 out. Lawrence kicks this one across the face. He'll remain goalless for the time being. Saad delivers for Charlson. Charlson goes short for Vickery. Won't be used. They will switch. This is Young. Off the side of the boot. Made Logan Prout work for it a little bit. Contested now. Hamilton arrives. Good scoop. Has company as well. Grubb straightened his approach. Got it off the side of the boot as he went forward. No free paid on Hebron. Might not matter. Giants have it with Montgomery, and Montgomery snaps it through for his second goal of this second half. This kid can play, Louis Montgomery. And that margin moves into the 70s. Give him a roll down back. Montgomery delivers. Put him up forward. He'll make an impact. Once again, it's a hit-out win for Riley, but it will end up in a Giants possession. That's been the story out of stoppage for the most part in this game. Giants have it going forward. Jack Howe was waiting for it at the back, couldn't quite. Williams to Saad. Now it's Charlson, who finds Camporiali. Kick was dropped. Hamilton uses Bell out the back. He was crafty to find Delana. They'll go back inside. This is Montgomery. Long to a pack. Riley was the tallest option. Goes through his grasp. Camporiali again. Kick's going to be pinched. It's Mitch Shibkovsky. The 22-year-old via the Dandenong Stingrays. Played Vic Country coming through in the champs as well. And now Shibkovsky kicks his first goal of this contest as well, delivering more pain for Carlton. .81 points the difference. Hollands well tackled by Bell. Montgomery gets a handball away. Now it's Riley kicking forward for the Blues. Taylor after it, tries to slap it to his advantage. Bell arrives, went for the fend off. So he will be pinged. In fact, he won't. They'll ball it up just inside Carlton's forward 50. Riley got it down to Hollands and Bell. Delana tried to use his footwork. One of the umpires took a slip. Good kick from Charlson, finding Vickery. From 60 out, he sets it up. Good read from Jim Houston. Long to Lawrence. Charlson arrives in front. His kick doesn't find a mark. Hooper. Tackled well. Cooper Lord's ball right on 50. Sets it up to the pocket. And it will be a Carlton free going the way of Hudson O'Keefe, who's had a couple of shots on goal today. None converted as of yet, but this is a pretty good look. So O'Keefe converts. He hits the scoreboard for the first time. And he scores a consolation goal for Carlton. "28 minutes have elapsed in this final term. Riley tapped to do himself that time before it is turned over. Hooper slams it on the boot. Flying in from the side was Burks. Chesser circles around. Good kick, finds Lord, who goes long to the wing to a one-on-one. Delana arrives for the Giants. He'll go short. There's a good lead. That's Lawrence, who will move it quick, trying to get it to the pocket. Hebron pinched it in front of Lewis Young, and he will take his time here. In fact, he'll redo his hair before he takes a look at this one. Ryan Hebron has 5 goals in this contest already, 3 in the first term, 2 in the third. He hasn't troubled the scorers up this end of the ground. Is that about to change? Ryan Hebron misses to the near side. A blemish for him on what's otherwise been an incredible display. Saad goes long, finds the advantage of a teammate as well in Paya, who ran without it. And now it's out over the boundary on that far side. 76 points the difference. Bell tried to get it to Hooper, who was pinched. Now Carlton will look to find an avenue forward. Young. On it goes. Good body work from O'Keefe before it hits the deck. O'Keefe tackled well by Delana. Tried to get a handball out the back to Cotter. Holding the ball free will go against the Giants and against Finn Davis. So a nice moment for Charlie Cotter, the Claremont product, a small forward in his debut game for Carlton's VFL side. Charlie Cotter has a goal. You can't argue with some of the fight that we've seen from this Carlton side in this final term. That margin back to an even 70. Riley goes out the back for Darcy Hogg, who now puts a fend on Hooper. Got a little bit of boot to it. Riley's handball again. Hollins. And now a missed kick. Bell goes after it. He was tackled without it. And now a Carlton freeze detected with Riley, who goes to Hollins. Hollins took some buzz off his kick. Camporiali hacks it further forward. Cotter now by hands out the back. Hollins waited for it, didn't get the bounce before he's dumped in a tackle involving Bell and Delana. And now some minor disagreements out there. Plenty are involved. Ollie Hollins will win a free kick after all that. Hasn't had a shot at the posts as of yet. It'll just about be the last thing that happens in this round 13 Smithies VFL contest at NG Stadium. So Ollie Hollins from just inside 50, he'll miss it to the near side. It's through for a minor score, and GWS deposit a massive win at NG Stadium. That final margin officially 69 points. 24-11, 155. They belted Carlton 12-14, 86. Well done to the Giants. They pick up their 7th win of the campaign.